Alright. National Hurricane Center has just updated once again our new system to watch. And we're now at a 70% chance of formation next 48 hours and a 80% chance in the next 5 days. So if you look at our 5-day graph, no changements quite yet. They've shifted the cone of uncertainty, a little bit to the left. More closer to the west, so closer to the east coast of Florida. Could be a bad sign. Could be a good sign. I'm not sure, but it's definitely not a good sign for flooding, etc. So if we look here, we're now back with a red dot here for Florida. We got rid of it yesterday, but we're 100% back. And I think for the time being, we're not gonna be seeing anything right here where I was expecting potentially something to happen. So we're in the good with this one potentially at the moment, and we're gonna be looking mostly at Florida for some type of potential landfall in South Florida here. But here's our new track. So the National Hurricane Center has said a lot this time. I'm not gonna read the entire thing to you guys, but basically, you can read it. But basically, this is what we've got going on. So a tropical depression stretch of Florida is producing a large area of cloudiness and thunderstorm. Blah blah blah. So yes, it's likely that a tropical or subtropical storm by late Friday or Saturday. So we already knew that. And then regardless, the disturbance will bring heavy rains to Florida, the Bahamas. And wait a minute. Oh, they're going to send an Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter craft is scheduled to investigate the system tomorrow, if necessary. And then they'll have the next update by 9 p.m. today, so I'll definitely update that for you guys. But this is what we've got. So we have at the moment, right now, we have a 80 with this system, okay? We have a formation through 48 days at 70% chance and into the 5 days at 80% chance. I want you guys to know, look at that, because that's higher than 50%. So that means we're going to be seeing a formation with this storm, and we will most likely be seeing something with this storm in the next couple, I don't know what I just said, in the next couple of days here. And it's going to be happening, guys, right here with this storm. We're going to be seeing something. So, once again, we're putting the red mark for Florida right now. And anyone who's living in Florida is definitely going to have to be watching the storm very closely. So 80%, like I was saying, 80% chance. And this storm is going to be weeping probably this way and then around this way. This is potentially what's going to be, or just straight this way. But we're definitely going to be seeing some type of disturbance happening, and Florida definitely needs to be watching with this kind of system. And if we look at the GFS model, there has been a slight shift to there has been a slight shift to, I believe, if we go to the next one, yes. So there's been a pretty large shift to the west. And as you can see here, South Florida could be impacted by a tropical storm, 1,007 millibars. That could be very well a tropical storm. And then Florida could very well be impacted by 1,003, it looks like, millibar tropical storms. And that could give some heavy rain. Now, if we look at the next frame, the storm does move off the coast of Florida, and that's when it starts potentially to intensify, and that's where we get a hurricane. So 986 millibars, that could very well be a Category 1 hurricane by then. Potentially a Category 1 hurricane on the coast of North Carolina at that point, or that would be Virginia. So potentially Category 1 hurricane. But if we go back, we are going to be seeing a close call with Florida. So that's why I was telling you guys to watch out anywhere from Miami all the way up to Melbourne or Titusville, Florida. We're definitely going to be seeing something happening there. And if we look, we now have a manual floater for the system. So let's give this a watch. So definitely, development definitely there. This area is shooting up. If we look at the visible right here, look at this, you can really see it shooting up. This entire area there's so many clouds, but the wind shear at the moment is too high for any development. So I'm thinking by 9 p.m. tonight we should have a invest whatever it's going to be called but we should have a invest in this area potentially by tonight, and we can really see the pop-up that's happening with the storm. So if we take a look at windy really quick, just to see, I like looking at the windy for the wind situation and when we can see the center of circulation start to form. So with this storm, from the GFS model, we don't really see a central circulation until Friday, where a center of circulation does start forming. It's a weird one, but boom, by then we have some kind of center of circulations. By Saturday, the storm does start to kick and move much faster out to sea, and then by Sunday, still the same state, but by Monday, this is where we could potentially have a Category 1 hurricane with an eye wall and everything, and then by Tuesday, it could be gone, or it could still be a Category 1 or something like that. This is where I was talking about a potential Category 1 hurricane. But if we look at the ECM WF, we have so much different results. We don't see anything happening with this one until Saturday, where we get some kind of center of circulation, and then that just moves directly off the coast, but we potentially see a stronger storm with that one, but not necessarily. The GFS right now is the only model showing for a potential Category 1 hurricane. All the other models are showing for either a tropical depression or a subtropical storm. GFS is the only one going for a Category 1 hurricane, so we're really going to have to see how that's going to be going. Once again, if we look at this, we can still see pretty much the same thing going right here. This is what I was talking about to you guys. And then this is what the system pretty much looks like. It actually looks better. And there's something coming out of Texas, which could potentially, but right now National Hurricane Center isn't going for anything. But if we go back, this could potentially be becoming our second tropical storm. There's some chance indicating something like that could be happening. Because if we go back actually to our forecast models, we do definitely see something come out here. If we look, we see some. Yeah, we don't really see. There was a potential yesterday. We did see a lot low pressure come out of Texas, but now we're not seeing anything emerge. Yeah, we're not seeing anything come out of Texas. So no, but there was a potential a couple days ago for something like that to be happening. But here you have your update. Potential Category 1 hurricane. Very likely, I would even say. This entire Florida needs to watch out, of course, like I was talking. And then this entire area, this is where we're going to be getting our next storm most likely. So if you live anywhere in the Florida area, you want to be watching out for this storm right now, because you could potentially get hit by a tropical storm or even a Category 1 at this point. Because it's really flaring up faster than expected, and we really don't know what could be happening at this time.